Welcome to the Digital Marketing News. I'm Tiffany Allen, and these are your top stories for this week. First, big news from #client LinkedIn. They're revealing the public beta of their objective-based advertising via Campaign Manager. So this rolled out on the 14th to everybody. It's a complete overhaul of Campaign Manager, which makes it easier to create campaigns and measure performance within their platform. It also syncs up with their insights and reporting that rolled out earlier this year. This is laying the groundwork for objective-based optimization and pricing coming mid-2019, which is excellent. Of course, we always want to be getting toward that ROI measurement, making sure we're spending money wisely. There's other enhancements as well, which include easier navigation. There's a new forecasting panel, which I've heard is pretty great. Redesigned targeting experience, faster and more responsive interface, and then of course a live ad preview. So if you're a LinkedIn advertiser, this is something you're going to want to look into in the next coming months, and of course keeping an eye out till that pricing optimization in mid-2019. Our next story is new research from Showpad that says that B2B buyers listed a lack of information as the top factor that stalls their decision-making and purchase process. But it's not just any old information that's lacking here. 37% their buying process was slowed by not having enough applicable info. 32% said they just didn't have enough information overall. Other key factors, of course, to slowing that process and that business decision was difficulty in showing ROI. Again, that could be lack of information, that could just be lack of business benefits that you have provided to your prospects. Finding information confusing is another key barrier. If they're not understanding what they're taking in, if the information that is provided doesn't make any sense, typically folks aren't going to purchase, and not trusting the information they're receiving. And of course, as we've been talking about more and more frequently as marketers, there is a lack of trust in marketing that needs to be addressed here. So whether that's third-party reviews, whether that's influencer contributions, if that's regular employees from your own company kind of taking the stand for you, those are the kind of things that are going to be helping your B2B buyers convert. And our final story is a research report from Ascend2, the Marketing Technology Survey, where they talked to 145 marketing technology influencers to understand kind of the state of marketing technology as it is right now. The top marketing priorities that have been identified are increasing ROI, improving efficiency, and attributing revenue to marketing. But big surprise here, the big barriers to success are integrating disparate systems, attributing revenue, and increasing ROI. So as ROI is a priority, it's also a top challenge. So that's something you can kind of mitigate with integrating your disparate data systems and those sorts of things. So as you're going toward your MarTech stack planning for 2019, really start thinking about how those things will work together to give you a whole picture. The most effective technologies, as it turns out, are content marketing analytics, email marketing. So that's great. Those are the most effective, easiest to implement. The most difficult to implement is data management, which is a big one, of course, if you're trying to prove ROI and integrate those systems. Marketing analytics is difficult to implement for a lot of folks. And of course, content marketing is difficult to implement for a lot of folks. So the things that are the most important and most effective can also be the most challenging, as we're seeing here again. So that's something to think about as you're, again, making your plans for 2019. Where do you invest? Invest where it matters and where you're having the most trouble implementing on your own. So most of the folks that we were talking to in the survey are using a combination of in-house and outsourced resources to make this happen. So about a quarter are using only in-house, about a quarter are using only outsourced, but the majority, about half, are using a combination of both. So again, if you don't have the skills in-house to do these sorts of things, definitely leverage a partner to get you there so you can start proving that success faster up in the next coming year. Well, those are all the news stories I have for you. There's a ton more news coming out of Marketing Profs B2B this week on the Top Rank Marketing blog. There'll be live blogging sessions from Ashley Zeckman's session, Lee Oden's session, as well as a host of other really smart folks. So if you're interested at all in marketing, that would be the place to look on toprankblog.com. Otherwise, I'll be back next week with Josh for more digital marketing news. We'll see you next week.